Hi everybody, this is Josh with Josh Wright Piano TV. Today's episode is based on rolled chords and it's dedicated to Sophia. She had asked about a few different places, and I'm going to just demonstrate with the Rachmaninoff Prelude in D major. This is from Opus 23 and it's number 4. This is how it starts. Really beautiful and typical Rachmaninoff yearning and just so beautiful. But we come to these places in the middle that have these big rolled chords. First of all, let me just give you a little bit of advice with rolling chords in the first place. Some people might say, oh, that's a tenth, I really can't do that. And sometimes composers go beyond a tenth and they have you really roll quite long distances. Whenever you're doing things like this, see how I rotate my wrist? It's okay to do that. So, and this one, I can't reach that. That's a 12th. But if you can just kind of do it in one smooth motion, that will help you. Okay, so that's first of all how to go about doing, just playing the chords. The second issue that really comes up with students is pedaling on rolled chords. Now, this is not something to take lightly. I heard a masterclass given by John Perry a couple years ago at this Amalfi Coast Music Festival in Italy, and a doctoral student was playing for him, and he said, you know, even you aren't doing your rolled chords correctly. And there's a little trick to go about this that will really help you. What you want to realize is that a rolled chord can interrupt your melody line. So we want to do everything we can to not let that interrupt. Okay, so I have my F here, and then if I just go down and I change my pedal, see how the F sharp is ripped out right there? All of a sudden the melody line is not continuing any longer. So what you want to do, this is the trick for rolled chords and how to pedal rolled chords, is you want to... Okay, now right before you get ready to pedal, release all of your notes except the top note. Okay, so I'm going to hold that F sharp, and then I'm going to pedal very quickly on the left hand. Okay, so that you can hear. You can now hear that, because what you do, just to reiterate, hold this through your pedal and quickly change up down on your pedal, and then you just leave the pedal down. That will make a smooth connection. One other example that I'll show you is over here. This one's even a little bit trickier, I think. Now right here, my temptation is to do that. You don't want to do that because, again, you're going to rip all of that previous sound out. So what you do is you hold that last note through your pedal, and you might think, well, that's going to muddy up the pedal. Honestly, one note usually isn't going to muddy it up too much, and if it does, play that note just ever so slightly softer. Hold through your pedal, hold this note. Okay, that will really help you with rolled chords. Remember, hold your melody through the pedal change, even if you think it might be a little muddy. It's better to be, I guess it's not better to be unclear, but you won't be unclear if you just hold that one note. If you're holding a whole chord through your pedal, that's going to get muddy. But other than that, I think you'll be okay. One other thing to remember when you're doing rolled chords is to not let that melody note from the previous one overpower the next melody note. Let me give you a different example. This one is from the Schubert A minor Sonata D784, second movement. This is just at the very end. Okay, now I have this big chord that I have to split up. One thing I don't want to do is overkill that D so that it bleeds too much into the C, because I addressed that concern a little bit earlier. You don't want to overpower that. See, it's muddy. But if I do it nice and gentle, it works out quite nicely. If anybody has questions about this video, or if you would like to audition for private online lessons through Skype, my email is josh@joshwrightpiano.com. Also, you can click links below to join me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I also thought I would mention this last week has been an album release for me. My new album came out. It's called My Favorite Things, and it's available on iTunes and also through DeseretBook.com. That's DeseretBook.com. Thank you so much for joining me today.